Welcome to Shine Unfiltered, where truth shines brighter than perfection. Real stories, real lessons, real shine. Real stories, real stories, real lessons, real lessons, real shine, real shine. Shine Unfiltered.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Shine Unfiltered. I'm your host, Shamira Shine, and I'm so happy you're here. First, if you watched episode 1, thank you. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing, and showing love to something that is so new, yet so very special to me. Now, in my very first episode, I had the opportunity to sit down with my girl, Sarah G, and we had an amazing conversation talking about her journey, her music, The Virtuous Skater, her podcast, and some of her highs and lows of what got her to where she is today. But y'all, after that episode, I'm literally sitting thinking to myself, girl, hold on, wait a minute, what are you doing? Pump your brakes, you moving too fast. You have people coming to your podcast to share their stories when these people don't even really know you yet, okay? So we're going to fix that today. No need to worry. So today is going to be a little bit different. No special guests, no long segment. It's just going to be a conversation between me and you. And in this episode, I simply want to introduce myself, let you know my why and how I created Shine Unfiltered, and also give you, let's figure out some ideas and ways that we can build together. Okay? So without further ado, further ado, let's talk. So, y'all, who am I? Right? Who am I? That is a big, simple yet layered question, right? Because I am a woman of many hats. So, if I had to simplify it for you guys, it would simply be I am a mother. I am a woman of faith. I'm a daughter, sister, friend. I am a professional. I'm a singer. I'm an actress. I'm a creative. I'm a dreamer. And now I'm a podcast host. Yes, I'm a podcast host. All right, so I am learning each and every day to embrace all of these many different titles. But underneath all of that, y'all, I'm simply a woman who has lived, right? I have loved. I've lost. I've laughed. I've cried. I have succeeded. I've failed. I've made mistakes. And there's been moments where I knew exactly where I was going. And then there were seasons I had no idea what was about to happen next. But y'all, I know some of y'all can relate to what I'm talking about. Guess what? I've also had to heal. I've had to forgive. I've had to start over. I've had to learn some things. And I most certainly have had to unlearn some things. And y'all, I'm still unlearning some things. But guess what? Through it all, I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still evolving, still growing, still becoming, still learning, still dreaming, still believing. And y'all, I am still shining, right? So if I had to, that would be the best way for me to possibly introduce myself. I'm not going to sit behind the camera and pretend like I got life figured out, because y'all, I don't. Literally, I do not. In fact, I'm figuring a lot of this stuff out right in front of you all. And that is part of why Shine Unfiltered even exists. So, why Shine Unfiltered? Well, first and foremost, I love having real conversations with people. I love connecting with people. I love understanding their why. I love digging deeper and meeting them beyond the surface, right? Because I have learned over the years that you can see someone now, see what they have now, see what they have accomplished now, but you don't know the journey that got them to where they are, right? So, for instance, you can see their smile, but you don't know what they just cried about last night. You see their accomplishments, but you don't know how many times they thought about quitting. You see their confidence, but you don't know how long it took for them to believe in themselves. And sometimes you see their shine, but you don't know the story behind it. And that is why I decided to create Shine Unfiltered, because I wanted to create a space where we could have those type of conversations, not just the pretty ones, but the parts before the victory. Not just look what I've accomplished, but I want to talk about, what did it cost you? What did you learn? What did you have to overcome? And who did you become in the process? Why? Because that is what makes you, me, us, all relatable. And that's the stories that we need to hear. And that is why the word unfiltered means so much to me. Why? Because I wanted to create a space where people can know that you can share your stories without feeling judged. You can talk about who you are without feeling like someone has going to have something to say, because guess what? We all can learn one to another. We all can grow together. There's things that you've been through. There's things that I've been through where we can all kind of pick off some nuggets from each other. And let's just be clear, unfiltered doesn't mean messy. Absolutely not. Unfiltered doesn't mean gossip. And it most certainly does not mean exposing people's business. No. What Shine Unfiltered means to me, authentic. Unfiltered means being authentic. It means that you don't have to pretend like you have life figured out or that everything was perfect, simply because things eventually worked out. And then the other word, shine. Shine to me doesn't mean that you lived a perfect life. Shining means that you decided that no matter what you've been through, you decided not to allow it to extinguish your light. You learned from it. You grew from it. Maybe you're still healing from it. And now you're allowing your story to become light for somebody else. That is Shine Unfiltered. And that's why our tagline is real stories, real lessons, real shine. Because I truly believe that there is a lesson somewhere inside of every story. Okay? Now, what I want this podcast to become, my vision for Shine Unfiltered is bigger than me just sitting behind the microphone interviewing people. It's bigger than a podcast. What I want to do is create a community. I want this to become a community, a place where people feel comfortable simply being human, where we can talk about faith, purpose, relationships, families, careers, dreams, success, failure, healing, starting over. Because guess what? You've had to do one of and or all of these things at some point in time in your life. And who knows, maybe there are some things that we're going to talk about I haven't even figured out yet. But guess what we're also going to do? We're going to laugh. We're probably going to cry sometimes. We may have conversations where we may not even always agree. And that's okay too. No worries, that's okay too. Why? Because we're going to grow. You're going to hear from different guests, from different stories, backgrounds, and experiences, understanding other people's perspectives. And here's something I really want people to understand, and listen to me clearly. You don't need to be famous to have a story worth hearing. I'll say that again. You don't need to be famous to have a story worth hearing. Why? Because there are so many incredible stories that are walking alongside you each and every day of your life. And sometimes the person who gets to change your perspective isn't someone with over 1 million followers. No, sometimes those people are your neighbor, your coworkers, your friends, your mother, or maybe someone you haven't even met yet. Why? So I want Shine Unfiltered to give those stories a place to live. Now, there's something else I'm excited about, because I don't want us to just connect when I have an episode dropping. So in between those episodes, I would like to introduce to you something called, drum roll please, Shine Moments. All right. And Shine Moments are going to be mini videos where I just pop in and share words of encouragement, maybe something that's on my heart, some wisdom, something that I've learned, or maybe something that I feel that someone needs to hear today. Nothing long, just a moment to pause, a moment to reflect, a moment to grow, and a moment to shine. So whenever you hear me ask, have you had your shine moment today? You already know what time it is, all right? So here is where you come in. I don't want you to just watch Shine Unfiltered. No, I want you to be a part of it. So talk to me in the comments. Tell me what resonates with you. Let me know what stories you want to hear. Let me know what guests you'd love to see. DM me. Tell me if there's a story that you want to share that you feel will be encouraging someone. Who knows? We could talk about that too. Because I feel like every voice matters, and everyone has a purpose, and every voice has somewhere where they can shine. So that's me. That's my why, and that's the heart behind Shine Unfiltered. We're only 2 episodes in, and we have so much more to go. We're just getting started. All right. So my hope is that somewhere along the journey, you'll hear something that sounds a little bit like your story. You'll hear a lesson you needed at that exact right moment. You'll laugh with us. You'll grow with us. And maybe, just maybe, You'll be reminded that no matter what chapter of life you're currently living through, your light still matters. So before I go, I got one question for you. Have you had your shine moment today? And if not, stick around. We've got plenty coming. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and meet us right back here for the next episode of Shine Unfiltered. Until next time, keep sharing your story, keep learning your lesson, and never stop shining unfiltered. I'm Shamira Shine, and this is Shine Unfiltered. Real stories, real lessons, real shine.
She says, I am light, I am voice, I am every story that made me stronger. And when I rise, I show other women they can rise too. 'Cause shining ain't about being perfect, it's about being real. Came the truth, we leave a light. Yeah. Every word a reason to rise tonight. Yeah. We turn lessons into rings, and now we fly with the stories we bring. We found our power, we claimed our ground. Every voice here still makes a sound. Real stories, real lessons, real shine. We lift each other line by line. Keep growing, keep loving, you're divine. This is Shine Unfiltered. So keep shining, keep showing up. The world's waiting on your light. Until next time.